The day began with an easy ride out to the grave of Wyatt Earp's wife. Mattie Earp was considered to be Wyatt's common-law wife. Now, she was with Wyatt during those days in Tombstone. Yeah, OK Corral gunfight. Mattie died while living in this area. So we're heading up the mountain to 5,200 feet to get away from the desert heat. The air's already getting cooler. But to get to 5,200 feet, we have to follow those guys up that road. Well, the road's a bit of a stretch. From our point of view, not the cameras, it looks almost straight up. And as you get near the top, there is a rock face jutting out, which looks like it should just tip you right over backwards. But you can see those guys are making it just fine, which means we have to do it too. I mean, it would be crazy if we didn't. So we just step on the gas and away we go, and the villain does all the work for us. We get to the top, we're going to hit that rock, we're going to go straight over it, and like those guys, we're going to hang a left because I don't think there's anything on the other side. So hopefully it did. It worked out great. So this is what the last 10 feet or so of that climb looked like. I still don't know if it does justice, but that sucker was steep. We continued the climb. The road was fairly smooth and fast for short distances, then steep and even steeper. Of course, there were off-camber sections and lots of ruts. Rocks of various sizes appeared throughout the ride. We had loose rocks and sand pretty much on every steep section. Now, the Villain still has the stock 30-inch tires, but they were able to get us through every obstacle. It made us feel like we had it under control, even in the most extreme situations. We loved this machine. The ride got more intense as we continued to climb to 5,200 feet. Sharp turns when going up or down became the norm. The views from these high ridges showed beautiful mountainous desert for miles in the distance. But I had to keep my eye on the road so we didn't go over the edge. Robin got to take in the views. She said it was amazing. Occasionally I had to agree. I did slow down or stop, and I got to see what it looked like. Did you know the desert is green and filled with flowers? Well, at least this time of year, it's great to be out here. We even saw fences, so we know there's ranching out here. And the switchbacks, they were just endless. The white stuff in the distance is not snow. That is our destination. It's an old mine everyone on this ride calls the Toothpaste Mine. Can't wait to see it. We found more switchbacks and some high-speed ridgetop trails. Short-lived, but much appreciated. I do like to go fast. This is one fun ride. It's also improving my driving skills. I only have about 150 miles under my belt, so everything is helping me to get better. Now, Robin has stopped screaming. Does she trust the villain and me? Or did she just pass out? Nope, she's still running a GoPro. The switchbacks are pretty much U-turns at this point, and the grade is always steep. I had to back up for this one since I was looking at the scenery for just a moment. I really got to stay focused on the road, even though it is beautiful out there. From now on, I will try to stop anytime I want to enjoy the view. It's much safer that way. Now, the clutch allows for engine braking on these steep surfaces, but it requires just the right amount of gas to make it work. So I listen to the sound of the engine. If it isn't working hard enough, I know the clutch is about to release. That's the whirring sound you might be hearing in the background from time to time. Too many times right now for this to work the way it's supposed to. This is where two-pedal driving comes into play. On this ride, I've been working a lot on two-pedal driving. This is to help me maintain the proper speed, which means going slow because of the grade and the slippery conditions. I have to apply the brakes while lightly giving it just the right amount of gas. See, two pedals. Once the engine sounds right, you gotta learn this over time. I let off the brake, and if I do it right, I can maintain my slow speed with the engine braking instead of burning out my brakes, which is a pretty good idea. If I do it wrong, then the clutch will release. It will suddenly feel like I'm in neutral. This means we quickly gain unwanted speed and hitting the brakes, and that means undesired sliding on a steep grade. And on terrain like this, all of that is very dangerous. I have to be extremely focused. Everybody tells me two-pedal driving will become second nature, and soon you won't even be thinking about it. Well, I'm looking forward to that day. I'm not there yet, but I am getting better. So I turned the background noise up for that short section so you could hear a bit of that whirring sound. And I may do that again here in just a moment so you can see what I'm talking about with that two-pedal driving. And sometimes you might even see we surge a little bit ahead because I didn't really hit the brakes very much and I just tapped the gas, so I got a little surge. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn how this works. So that road you see down below off in the distance, that is our road. And that's how it's been all day. You go up, you go down, you go left, you go right. It is just too much fun doing all this crazy stuff.
Now I know what Roger was talking about using.
Thanks to the washout and the ruts, being in a ridge like this, sometimes the road gets quite narrow. You really have to pick your path carefully if you don't want problems. Of course, when the road is straight and flat, well, smoother, back to speed. Gotta love that speed. And there you see another fence we're going through. They are definitely ranching around here.
There's the mine.
All right, we're finally getting closer to that elusive toothpaste mine, and the terrain definitely changes multiple times as we get closer and closer. It gets rough, it gets steep, it gets smoother. It's all over the place, but we're almost there.
Look at this. This is it. You said this is a copper mine?
No, we think they mine
Fluoride? Fluorite?
That's the story.
I know I can find a cool rock, so gotta go find a cool rock. Leaving our beautiful lunch spot, heading back the way we came. We went 18.4 miles to get here to the toothpaste line.
4,400 feet.
4,400 feet, yeah. And the guys are making fun of me because I found some rocks.
But you can't take the lever right.
They call them leverites, meaning leave them right here. Here we go.
Oh, and we are going right back the way we came. And it's noon.
Nice idea now.
We'll try it. Back up.
We're on top of the world. Cactus or blooming?
All right, we're heading out. It's been a fantastic day. We're back up around 5,200 feet. The air is nice and cool. We already had lunch back down by Toothpaste Mine in the trees. It's going to be a lot of the same scenery on the way back for you guys, so I won't put too much more in here.
On switchback. This is pretty steep.
Doing the brakes. Back to the motor.
Made it.
Robin sure loves taking the villain through water, and look what showed up. Any ride we can find water to go through is a good ride for Robin. I did mention earlier when we passed fencing that there's ranching out here. Here's proof. Well, that's it for this recording. Use the comment section below if you want to share your experience at this location or maybe recommend an area that you really enjoy. Please keep it clean. I want this to be a family-oriented channel, so review what you type before you submit it. Thanks. I apologize if you happen to hear something during the ride's recording that may not sound family-oriented. I will try very hard not to let certain words slip out during an exciting moment. We'll see how that works. If you found this video helpful or just enjoyed it, please hit the like button below. Share the link with your friends. Be sure to subscribe so you can easily keep up with my latest videos, which will continue to cover things like Segway Villain owners' area of interest, reviews, accessories, where to ride, tips about the villain, how-to videos, and lots more. Yep, there's going to be more. Thanks for watching.